across the foam, no matter where the tides may roam, with compass set and sword in hand, Smythe brings order to this lawless land. Oceans roar as cannons blaze, every storm they face unfazed. Commodore's heart of iron true, leading the charge with his loyal crew.
Hello, good evening. How we doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good weekend, good Sunday. What time is it? 10:15. It's not gonna be a late night tonight. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. It was nice to get out on patrol last night, but yeah. I think it was like 3:30 time I got back. Eek. That's on top of all the other late nights during the week. Since the season has started, and I think it is literally taking its toll on me. So kind of saw the count there. The end of the 48 is around the corner, so I don't think they're due back for a few hours yet anyway. I don't think they kind of leave until kind of 5-6 p.m. EST. So yeah, we'll see what's going on. We'll check the music. Stupid music. So quiet. We'll check the PLU, see what mail's around, have a ride around. See if the patrol's going out. If there's one kind of due out, then could maybe jump on that, but I'm not sure what patrols are due out. Obviously because of said 48. Could do some meta and have a look. There is something I need to see one of the NID secretaries about, but one's OOC away for completely valid reasons. Well, both of them are, to be honest, which is fine. Can't find them tonight, then we shall try again for tomorrow. Oh, my character is kind of stuck at 100 years old for some reason. Or wrinkly. Okay, process. What's in here? 23rd chance. 24th. 23rd. That's one I did yesterday. Crow mail. Not actually seen Iron Crow in PLU for a long time, to be honest. Which food is in here? What's... Okay, plenty of meat in there, that's fine. Damn it. There's food for privateers if they come in. I don't think you can put water in there. I want to get some paint as well so I can do me weapons. But I'm trying to decide what colours. What colours? Let's try some of that. get what the PLU blue is. What's that? I think we've got some in here. Light sea green. Let's see what colours are the best. Right. What does that look like on sword grip? Zoom in! The colours don't really transfer too well, do they? It's the only problem. What's region 4 on the sword? No idea. It's a grip. Blade. How do you rotate it? Oh god. What's the edging? I don't think the blue and the red is going to go too well though. It's a problem. Do the red lining or edging, but say it doesn't transfer too well. A bit brighter. Just do blue. Try that. Where's me rifle? So it looks like standard issue. It's nice to be able to see the model when you're painting it this way, but my god, is it difficult to control to get a view on it. That red doesn't come out at all, does it? It's too fussed, isn't it? It's kind of something other than the standard issue colours. It's fine. Do pistols as well. See if those transfer any better. Blue wood. There's 4, 5, 1. Nice. I think the not used my glider in a very long time. Could change that. No. Keep it with the dark blue. Oops. Press the wrong buttons. Ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. Right, my horse should be in the crate where I left it. Fat Clive. Oh God, that's a bit loud. It's a little bit loud. Let me turn that down a little bit. This playlist is quite varied in the songs. So some are like really quiet, and whilst others are very, very loud. So it makes it very difficult to balance it. So I apologise if one is blowing your ears off when it starts, and others are very quiet. Oh. Checking on trade, see what's happening up there. Go across to the side. See what's going on there. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very quiet one tonight. Because the 48s do take them out of people that go. So when they come back, they just kind of... A lot are asleep. And the ones that are awake tend to go to sleep straight away afterwards, so... I think it's been pretty hectic the last few days. So apparently the pirates are doing a 48, which I think is kind of weird. That's really meta-ish. Unless there's a valid reason how they actually found out about the 48. But I don't have an issue of them having a 48 inverted commas, but to have it on the same weekend, it's kind of like, really? They'd have been better off having it on a different weekend.
Raiders detected. Welcome and enjoy your stay.
Hello. How are we doing? Toasted Peanut, thanks for the raid.
How are you doing today?
Ah, not too bad. Just woken up and seeing what's going on around here. Sorry, Standardies. Is it very busy at trade today?
I haven't really been around here too much. I've been treating patients that came into trade, and it's been about my day at trade.
Ah, okay. Well, that's not too bad. Is the 48 returned yet, or?
Not as of my knowledge, yeah.
Oh, okay. Very good, very
I
good.
didn't know if they were returning today or tomorrow.
No, it should be
Those
today.
good.
Yeah, it should be today. Oh God.
Hold on. Sorry.
Oh no.
Permission to fire.
Is that a pet bird or a
Go for it.
non-pet bird?
It looks wild to me.
Looks wired.
Just don't shoot the Beastmaster. Well, that's interesting.
I'm super impressed.
Does your horse not like birds?
Sorry about that. Yeah. Who does not like birds?
No. Actually, while you're here, did you have a request for the PLU for an owl?
Yeah, I told Logerson that I approved it.
Oh, okay. He's not told anyone else, I don't think. I'm probably guessing it's probably a while ago as well, was it? Because I know we discussed it in PLU about a couple of weeks ago. How do we get hold of one? Do we just kind of request it from you, or do we have to get through trade?
Well, if you know any breeders, they can get you one. I'm sure trade knows plenty of owl breeders.
Anyone who works on trade know of any owl dealers, or anyone else know of any owl dealers?
I could probably find one.
Okay.
Honestly, probably Sanctuary is going to be your best bet.
Okay.
The Bird Clan, whatever they are.
Okay. What? Obviously, I don't get off island that often, so. But that's fine. When Logson's back, they're all on the 48 anyway. We'll try and track one down. I'm sure he knows of plenty of people anyway, and he's out and about a lot more than I am as well on ships. So, if you're happy enough with that, is it just a case of buying one and just letting you know we have it when we got it? That's it,
Yeah.
or?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, simple process then. That's good. That's good. Perfect.
Yeah, actually, since you're here, I have a couple questions.
Uh-huh.
Are you?
Let me jump off.
Because I've gotten. Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Yep.
I've gotten so many different answers, and the new remarks. Is the PLU part of trade or not?
Share the green.
Not anymore. Well, no.
Okay.
No. We were originally, but now we're under kind of NID. NID secretaries are
Okay.
chain of command. So yeah, if you have anything there, but we do still work with trade
Yeah, okay.
a little bit, regards to information gathering, such like that. The payments,
Right.
privateers go through trade as well sometimes, but yeah, if you're for reporting, not so much. It's through NID.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I was just wondering because apparently on accreditations and however training, whatever is going on there, they are all still saying you are under trade, so it's been confusing people.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been
I've
addressed.
tried. Yeah, I've tried telling people otherwise, but then they told me that it's still written in the books that way. So I was like, oh, well, maybe I'm wrong.
Ah,
So
no,
I would just
you're right.
get it straight from you.
No, you're correct if you've gone the other way. So yeah, I thought that trade would have maybe updated the books, or maybe that's the usual Navy miscommunication of who should have updated the books, etc. So, but I'm assuming if it's the trade training, then it would have been on the trade side to update that information. But there is an overlap. I'm not going to say it's a very clear cut.
Yeah.
We have nothing to do with them, but yeah, reporting lines, no. But working with them, yes. We do know Logerson does trade, works with trade when we're quiet and stuff. So
Okay,
we'll
simple enough.
have a
And then,
look at that.
Yeah. And then,
Kukara, how you
for
doing?
Well, this might not have anything to do with you then, since you're not trade at all.
Oh.
But the other question someone had was the informational accreditation, since Secretary Stonetop is sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Who would
Good question. So Secretary Stonetop was dealing with civilian information coming in, whereas the information.
I'll be honest, I have no idea what that accreditation is. I have no idea.
I don't know what the accreditation is, but basically, in a very short form, is that if a civilian comes in with a report, he would deal with it. Now, if it mentioned privateers, we would get a copy of that. Or if a privateer came in with information, they'll get directed to the PLU. But as far as the training goes, I don't know. I'm hoping there was one or two other people that Secretary Stonetop had trained in his absence to deal with that side. But yeah, we'll have to speak with the trade secretaries and see if they've got any more information on who actually kind of deals with that side. So yeah, that's a bit of a grey area, I suppose, even for us.
Yeah.
Other than what I've just
that's
said.
why
So
someone asked about it, and then because they were the ones who mentioned you were still part of trade, I said, oh well, then maybe the Commodore will know. But
I don't even. I think as you come through the arches from the dock, if you look left, that first booth, I believe, used to be like the information booth. So I'm not sure what's in the back there, kind of bookcase wise and such. But as I say, other than the fact of the PLU only deals with privateer information. Trade information deals with all other civilian information. And the overlap is if a civilian comes in with information that concerns a privateer in any regards, we would get a copy of that for our records and information. But yeah, do you know?
Seems easy enough.
Do you know when Secretary is back or?
Secretary Stearman, I know he went out on Hawkhouse's patrol a couple of hours ago, so they should be back, I think.
Okay.
Not soon, unless they got caught up in, anything.
Okay, well, so I'll try and track down the trade secretaries anyway to address the information issue, what you first discussed. But it'd be handy to know what's happening on the second point as well. So, yeah. Otherwise, we'll just end up getting everything. But yeah, it's not definite information, but hopefully got a little bit more clarity on little bits there. But,
no, yeah, that helped a lot because, like I said, they were confused as to NID or trade, and like I said, I was told NID, but they said they spoke to Lugerson not long ago, and that he explained to them that you were still trade, and that's why he still had a yellow stripe on his pants.
Yeah, it's all kind of all
I
changed
don't
around
know.
and such, but no, it's reporting lines go through to NID because it's all the information and such we deal with. But yeah, we still work with trade. I know Lugerson does deal with trade and he's fully trained, etc. So I think with all the housing changes and billet changes and such like that, I think been a bit more complicated this season to try and get everyone wearing the correct colours. But Lugerson has his fingers in many pies as well, so he's like a walking rainbow with everything he's got on him. So
That makes sense.
he's probably not the best person to look at for which is the correct colours, but yeah, just a standard Navy process with information. Confusing. Full stop.
Of course.
I think it's the same with all departments, but yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll say we'll try and track down an owl. We'll let you know if we find one. And yeah, it's good to chat to you all. I'm going to pop across the other side, so if anyone's after me, I will be around. And I'll see you as I walk around.
If
Alrighty.
we wanted to do PLU accreditation,
Haha.
that we would talk to you when you come back.
Yeah. Is it just you, or is there a couple?
I think it's just me. I've been just wandering around.
Okay. Are you around for long?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Are you going to be down here, are you?
Yeah, I have a patrol in 3 hours, and then
Oh.
I'll be here until then.
Okay, well, I'll be, yeah, I won't be around for that long. So if you're going to be around for the next half an hour down here, I'll just pop over the other side, see what's going on there, and then come back. So yeah, I can come and grab you. If there's anyone else that you're with that needs a PLU accreditation doing, we can do it at the same time. It doesn't take too long, about 20 minutes or so to go through it.
I'll see if I can find anybody. I don't think there was anybody awake right now.
Okay, so sorry, just remind me of your name.
Oh, I'm Olivia Felton.
Felton. Okay. No problem. Right. Yeah, no, if you're going to be around here, give me about half an hour or so. I'll come down and track you down. And then we can run through that.
Okay.
No issues.
Sounds
Perfect.
good, thank you.
Okay, right. I'll speak to you both later on. See you soon. Another accreditation. I need to work out where freaking Commodore Kalani's mailbox is so I can actually deliver the names. Yeah, it doesn't take too long. Just a basic walkthrough, which is good. Hello. Why is that so loud? Damn music. I can't hear it now. Just tell me in chat if the music's too loud or annoying or whatever. So my headset, it sounds different to how it is on stream, unfortunately. Don't know why. I wish they just banned all jib sales. They just ban them. Why do people want to have jibs on when it does that? Say no, I'm assuming everyone has that issue.
Hello, Commodore.
Oh, hello. How you doing, Palmsworth? You good?
How are you?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I'm
Just
alright.
just
How about
woken up.
yourself?
Yeah, just woken up, doing my rounds. Go back to the PLU and do some accreditation training for somebody. So I think that'll be the highlight of my day. Any news? Have you been around for or awake for long today?
I believe I just woke up about an hour and a half ago.
Ah, okay.
I was in Germany.
Oh, wunderbar. I think there's what they say, isn't it?
Yes, it was wunderbar.
Mm.
I had a very good time. Met a very nice lady.
Oh,
And had
Saucy.
lots of very delicious food.
yeah, they do good bratwurst. Very good.
Bratwurst, Weisswurst, Knockwurst.
Oh, God. Had it all.
One of my favorites was a Cajun wurst. It was inspired by the colonies. Highly suggested if you have a good spicy taste bud.
Don't mind dabbling in spicy food, but it makes me sweat. You know, when you get that really spicy food, it's kind of like, ooh. You kind of get a little bit of a forehead sweat on, kind of, It's not, is it super spicy?
I enjoy a good spiciness. I've once had to sign a parchment to procure some very spicy stuff.
Ah, well. So you just got back today from that then. Okay, so you'll be missing it. Wishing you was back there rather than on this island, doing all the paperwork.
I enjoy paperwork.
Yeah,
I
it was.
spent a couple of extensive hours before I left just to make sure I was caught up so that when I get back it wasn't a complete and utter destruction to me. But yes.
You've not seen any of the NID secretaries around it today, have you?
No, I don't believe either of them will be waking up due to nightmares.
No, that's what I
Is there
thought.
something that
No, I just need to sort of
from
run something past them. So, on the off chance you do see them, I'll probably be around for. I don't think I'll be around for too long due to burning the candles at both ends over the last couple of weeks and it's starting to catch up on me. So, is that two ships?
sleep
Is that
coma. We don't want you to burn out.
Is that our 48 returning? Is it? Is that two brigantines coming in?
It does, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, Navy sails. Unless, of course, all of a sudden we see green and yellow, in which case that'd be bad.
Danger. No, if they do wake up and you, or kind of see in the next kind of hour or so, but yeah, just say that I'm looking for them. If not, I'll hopefully catch up with them tomorrow. if one of them's around. It's not
Understood.
it's not super urgent, but it'd be nice to get
I'm-
some clarity on something. That's all.
Understood. All right, I will pass it on to them. If they actually hold on, give me a moment. Let me.
Horsey.
Oh, excuse you.
Oh, you scared him. It looks had strange stripes on the back. Interesting. His mother was a zebra.
Or a Tasmanian tiger.
Or both. You never know with this island, this deployment. It's been highly weird. Yep.
I will see if I can kick the boots of the secretaries.
No.
If
Well,
either of them will be waking up.
no, don't worry. Say if you if you see them today, great. If not, if you see them tomorrow or whenever you see them next, just kind of ask them if they've spoken to me. If not, just let them know I'm looking for them. Don't go waking or give them a kick. It's not that urgent. I'm sure.
I'm hesitant to ask, but is this anything I can help you with, or is it strictly just a secretary issue?
No, it's more dealings with a certain mercenary group. It's kind of been ongoing.
Ah, yes. Never mind. Yep.
so-
Yep. That is definitely in the secretary's. Yep. Yep. I already know.
So you probably know more than I do, to be fair. So, but no, it's just kind of getting a progress update, really. So if you do see them, it's in regards to that. But I do have a suggestion around it also. My God, that horse is back again. I do have a suggestion around it, that's all. So, as I say, not super urgent, but something would like clarity on. What is wrong with you, horse? You're not having the berries out this satchel. I can smell the berries. Okay, I'm not watching. Don't look, Clive, it's fine. I'm sure that horse is fine, isn't it? It's just
Oh yes, it's perfectly fine. These bullets are to cause it to go to sleep. They're
tranquilizers.
With, tranquilizers. Yes.
Yeah, so we get the Beastmaster down here to take it back to the barn and put it to bed for a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Right,
well, it's good to speak to you.
I will pass that on.
Hmm,
You
absolutely.
as well.
And if I don't see you before I go to sleep, you have a good day, and I'll catch up with you. Well, I'll see you next time. Whenever that shall be.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Right. I'll let you sort that sleeping horse out.
Aye, sir.
Poundsworth is a good sailor. Does a good job. Does a lot of paperwork. Anyone that does paperwork, even a small amount, is a very good sailor. I've got 2 horses with skeletons. Interesting. Interesting. Hello, Jim. Hope you're well.
Yep.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Oh, mine.
Hello, yeah. How are we doing? You good?
Hello, Commodore. Good, I was just following Cadet to make sure they were actually going to sleep and not just ignoring people.
Oh? Oh, is it new recruit, is it? Or is it
Yes, it's a Cadet, I don't know who they are.
they're just wandering around, were they?
No, they ignored an order and ran in here, so I was making sure they were actually going to sleep, because otherwise they'd be in trouble, but I think they were having issues.
Maybe. Hey, how have you been? Not seen you for a few days. I've just been down the PLU. We're going down there shortly to do a walk through for an accreditation. Someone on trade, so I'll get another one done. But yeah, you didn't go on the 48, obviously. So have you just kind of been taking it easy this weekend? Other-
Weekends I'm later in the day I'm available, but not till later and all that. So around now, sometimes a little later.
So it's been quite steady anyway. Did you do the paperwork? In the I think there was a couple of
Was there
pieces.
paperwork?
There was only about 4 books. I did one yesterday. There was a couple of like minor bits in there, but yeah, it's all been done. So not sure you kind of
Yeah.
done that.
It's only done. It was probably by Weathers or something.
He went on the 48, so
Have you seen Wade? I haven't seen Wade in a while.
I believe he's on the 48 as well. They all went, I think. Logan, Wade, and Weathers. So,
Oh, well.
so it's just been us two
Yeah.
holding the fort. So, yeah, not sure who did those books then. Maybe have a PLU ghost, but likes doing paperwork, which is fine. But other than that, I think it's all been good. So, I'm just going to see if there's any ships due out. Is any patrols due out? Do you know?
So the weekends are different, so I'm not sure, because they get their special orders on the weekends.
Yes, I was out.
rather than weekdays.
I went out yesterday with Wallace. It was the 3 a.m. time we got back. So it's like,
Oh, wow. Take a look.
very quiet.
Thing might be updated. Sunday.
I don't think there's that many, especially with the 48 as well. But Flemington, Rykerson. So that's 7 o'clock. So that's midnight. British Stars time. Legion.
Yeah, Legion might be going out here in 40-ish minutes, if they're around.
Yeah. They did a tandem yesterday. Them two, so they may do another one today. The man will be on the 48 anyway, won't he?
Yes, I'm not sure if they'll be back in time to do a regular patrol or not, or if they're even doing it because of having done the 48. Usually people are very drained after the 48.
No, I very much imagine it, when they come back, they'll all be going to bed. Whenever that is, I'm not sure when they're due back anyway. I think they usually leave about 5 or 6 by the Eastern Stars in the evening. Afternoon is usually when they kind of return. Give or take an hour or so either way. But yeah, I'd be surprised if they go out. So
Yeah, I was watching 2 Navy ships come in, wondering if it were them, but they weren't. They were, I don't know, regular patrol, I guess? I don't know what they were doing.
wonder who that
It was from one of those ships that I was following the cadet, because, you know.
That obviously wasn't Legion then, was it? Wonder that must have been just a random.
Well, it was Ensign Thorn was on the Artemis. I don't know who was on the other vessel.
Well,
It does not.
Yeah, I don't know.
let's come back. It's fine. Okay. Well, are you going to be around?
Dale Street.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm guessing you're looking for that cadet.
Oh,
Yes. Did he pop
Yeah, I
himself to
followed them
bed?
into
what am I doing?
Yeah, you
Rightio.
Put the bloody sword away.
straight to bed, because otherwise you'd have some explaining to do.
Yes, he was. Yeah, the
Longfield.
bosun said, yeah, unless anything else, you are relieved. He didn't wait for the commander to actually sign off on that, and he just zoomed.
I have a feeling he had other
Your
things.
issue was that you told him to come back, and he didn't. And we heard you.
Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate that. Okay, as long as he's gone to bed, I'll let him off. He must have had some urgent business to take care of. I'll have words with him in the morning when I see him next.
Okay,
Okay, thank you
right.
very much. Go on, cadet. Let's go see if we can get your training complete. Just wait to sleep. Just to sleep before you go. Make sure you sleep before you go.
Yeah,
Have a good day.
my sea dog was there.
Aye, aye, aye.
All right, we'll go back and do this accreditation. Accreditation. It's kind of strange because hello. Obviously, with June originally meant to be coming out trade. June originally meant to be coming out on the 16th of May, which is like 2 weeks pretty much. So that's been pushed back. It's kind of now the mid-season again, which is usually the point in time when things kind of, I wouldn't say quieten down. People tend to take a break. Obviously with the games that have been out recently as well, plus a 48. The weekend and the surrounding days generally go quiet because it's a good opportunity for people to take a rest if they're not on the 48s, and the ones on the 48s obviously aren't here. And then when they all come back, the ones that are on the 48s take a break, and then it's usually kind of the middle of the following week things start to pick up again. But yeah, there's still a storyline I'm trying to push, but it's quite difficult at the minute. As I say, for understandable reasons. Do. Love these signs. The mods that Darkside have done made the buildings and the way things look far more immersive. It's a really, really good game for RP, Atlas. It's a shame that there is a postal service. Yeah, see, Darkside was done a really good job. It's a shame that Atlas wasn't the game it could have been.
Yeah. It's like an A4, I think.
Yeah, you went to Dimitri the
Ooh,
Scrap
lovely.
Man, and he's
Oh.
at Verdello Farms, I think.
There we go. That's the name.
Down here.
Okay.
Okay.
So next, this is Weapons Alley. This is where we put our weapons.
No meta, but I can hear them talking inside, so.
Oh yeah, we also have Shine, our
Mm.
mascot. That we got today. So here is the enlisted officer armament lockers. This is where we put
Ba-ba-ba,
if we
ba-ba.
have stuff we need to store, we can put it in here today and it up later. This
Okay.
is like just a little mini. Oh, comment.
Hello. Carry on. Felton, I'm going across to the PLU, so once you're finished here, just come over when you're ready. Okay? How you doing, Green?
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Perfect.
Doing good, Commodore. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. A little bit tired, but you know how it is. Burning the candle at both ends is never a good idea.
Yep. Okay. So this is just some. There's also med.
Check this mailbox. What's this? Empty book?
The office, just like a little alley. So this is just relaxed.
Excellent. So that was yesterday, so that's fine. We shall take that. I'm just going to check the
Sorry.
the money box.
I've got to. I understand.
So, mailbox.
Nine
This is
Crow.
the ability to trade mailbox.
Nine
So if you
Crow.
want to leave us messages. This is all a box. We all check it every day.
24th,
Anything
3rd, 23rd, 20th,
Okay.
13th, 24th.
Sorry.
Da, 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 da.
Okay, so this is the trade-off. Like we said, these
I'll
are
put some hammocks in there.
the one up here and
Can
then
you actually sleep in the hammocks?
side over at the PLU.
Hammocks look good, but they're actually functional. Can you actually sleep in them? Never actually tried. Excuse me. Let's go, Clive. Who's that? Du, du, du. Hello, Rosalie. Put this book away.
Anyone in the PLU?
Yes, one moment. Don't know who that is because there was no ship there, so I think it's Navy. Place your bets. Don't forget chat, exclamation mark fish. You want to do some fishing. Can you take the #1 spot on leaderboard? Catch a whale. Hello.
Oh, hello, Commodore.
How you doing? Everything okay?
Doing okay. Beastmaster Staines has a book that was just dropped off for you. Something about Fort Him and pirate ship sinking.
Sorry, about who?
It's from Fort Ham and something about pirate ships sinking, and it says it's for the PLU.
Oh, okay. Have you got it on you or?
No, Beastmaster Staines has it.
Ah.
I just ran over here real fast to see if anybody's over here to let them know.
No, yeah. I'm waiting for Sailor Felton to come across here for accreditation, so don't really want to leave in case she comes over here and I'm not here. Any way you can bring it over or send a Beastmaster over, just to...
Sure, yeah, I can probably go ask her about that. I also was going to inquire about my accreditation too, so...
Okay, well, you know Felton? I believe she's going through a trade accreditation part of it just now. At the minute, she's wandering around with.
Yeah, I'm not a.
Oh, okay. Well, she's with Green, but she's over there at the minute. She's going to be kind of coming over in the next kind of 10, 20 minutes, I suppose. So you're welcome to.
Yeah, I can wait.
Come back
for when she gets over here.
Yeah. Did you want to pick that book up then for me, and then so I'll wait here and just bring the book back, and then you can take a break in.
Aye.
Oh my god. Rosalie, sneaking up. Scared the laugh at me.
I said hi.
Sorry,
Also,
I
believe
didn't.
saw
I
your
didn't.
horse
Didn't hear
over
you.
there.
So.
Vice Admiral Bellington might have taken your horse.
No, Clive. Clive is here, so that's someone else's. He's took. Thank God. I did see the Vice Admiral, so not seen him for a while.
It looked familiar to your horse, but I guess
Fat,
it wasn't.
Fat Clive. Yeah.
I was making sure that was just Butterball. So.
Yeah. No, Clive. I've literally just dropped off in the stable about literally 2 minutes ago. So, yeah, if you can pick up that book.
Okay.
But thanks for giving me a heads up just in case. It's not often my horse goes missing, but when it does, it's usually for a day or two until someone finds it dropped off in the middle of a wood somewhere.
Well, I'll go grab the book and bring it back over to you, and everything. So I'll be back probably in about 2 to 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, no issue. I'll be here. No issues.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. See you shortly. No, I didn't hear you, Rosalie. I was concentrating when I dropped the horse off, but I kind of, I was chatting away and kind of moved slightly, and my peripheral vision saw you kind of standing. It's like, oh my god, how you been anyway? You good?
I believe I have scared almost everybody in the Navy at this point. I'm doing quite all right, actually.
Yes.
I think I'm going to have to take on some apprentices in the warehouse, which will be interesting.
No, really? Why is that? You got more work, or is it just people going to sleep or changing roles?
No, I've been the only gunsmith in there since I applied to be the gunsmith in there, and now there's apprentices coming in, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to start teaching people, and it's like, oh, that's a task I wasn't expecting. All right.
So you're the master gunsmith, then, I would take it then.
They have not dubbed me the master gunsmith yet, but I'm no longer considered the apprentice, so I'm somewhere in the middle, I suppose.
Okay, you're the adequate one then. The adequate gunsmith.
Yeah.
No, it's good. Keeps you busy, out of trouble. You been getting off the island there on patrols and such? I've been stuck doing your.
I've gone on a couple. I think Cap House was practically begging both John and I to go on the 48, but we wanted to stay here and make sure there were plenty of people at the PLU in the prison.
Did you do any paperwork?
I have not as of yet. I've been really busy with giving accreditation.
No, it's fine. There was only yesterday when I checked. I think there was 4, and I did 1, and I'm sure there was like 3 left, but there weren't urgent ones anyway. So I was going to do them today, but they've been done. So yeah, I think it said. I spoke to Lieutenant up at the. He was around yesterday, very very briefly, but I don't think he would have done. But it's fine. It was just, it's strange when you kind of see paperwork and it's gone, and there's been no one around to do it. It's like, what's happened there? So, it saves me doing a job anyway.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Well, I know that Weathers has kind of been back and forth. Like, he's technically at the 48, but he's like come back a couple of times.
Or I may have done it then. Which is fine. So it's just surprising. You go and look for the books you knew was there, and they've gone. So still, it saves me a task anyway. I'm not going to argue with that one. So
but yeah, we haven't had any PLU prisoners as of yet, so that's good.
Yeah, it's been well, I'm going to say the word quiet. As I say, it's been quite quiet this kind of last week or so with kind of prisons and stuff. So
at the prison a couple days ago.
Was that from privateers or was that Navy?
That was Navy. They came in on Wallace's ship.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure who that was. We've still got the bounty out on the little shit. Pardon my French.
I was so tired that
Arlington.
night I just went straight to sleep because there was no way I could do paperwork at that point.
Yes, paperwork is a bane of everyone's life, isn't it? To be honest, let's be honest. I don't think anyone enjoys doing it, especially when it's late. You say, I'll do it first thing in the morning, and do that, and you end up getting caught up in something else, and it doesn't get done. So it's the usual. Oh, by the way, if you know anyone on your travels that can supply us an owl for the PLU, that was approved by the Beastmaster, so we decided on getting an owl for our mascot. Wise old owl. So if you see...
Oh, good.
I'd like a white one if possible. So if you know anyone or out and about on your travels, put an order in. Find out how much.
I know someone that does horses.
Um,
I'll see if anybody does owls at the same place.
Yeah, so never seen a horse sit on a perch, so I don't think we'll get away with that one.
Well, I don't know. You could always ask Secretary Ferguson for one of his ferrets.
Sorry, I missed out. Ferrets? I thought you like sheep. I think I may have missed that one.
Oh God, you haven't heard.
No.
Somebody, we still don't know who, got 30 ferrets, took Secretary Ferguson's sheep, and hid it, and put 30 ferrets in his office instead.
God.
People, when they're away from him and not, actually talking to him, have been calling him Secretary Ferretson.
My... does he know that? I can't imagine... The Scotsman in him would tolerate that kind of ridicule.
According to those that were on parade when he was talking about this, he got so angry and was still laughing at the situation that he got so Scottish they couldn't understand him for a good 2 minutes.
Oh dear. I'm probably glad I wasn't there, to be fair. Wow, 30 ferrets in his office instead of a sheep. What did he do with his sheep, though?
Uh-huh.
Because he's quite attached to his sheep, is he not?
They hid it somewhere, and apparently it was one of the captain's houses, and he told them that if he found his sheep, he was going to mortar their house.
Oh.
He did find his sheep, and he did mortar their house.
So which captain was it, sorry?
I'm not sure. That one wasn't specified to me.
Ah, okay. Well, interesting. Ah, Standardies. How you doing? Should be felt.
Good. Did I pass my first test by actually finding the unit?
Absolutely. Yes, we're waiting for one other sailor. So if I think you're okay for time. You said you had 3 hours, about 20-30 minutes ago. Yeah, so just have to stand there at attention for the next 2 hours. No, he should be back in about five minutes. He went to pick a book up for me that was delivered. So we'll get you both done at the same time. Going through that. Have you done accreditations? Hightower? Did Logerson give that as one of your tasks?
For the blue,
no. Would you be comfortable doing them? Obviously, I'll do them when I'm here, but obviously, if I'm not around and you're not kind of doing anything, would you be comfortable enough doing accreditations? It's not super complicated,
I'm not
but
entirely certain what the first part is comprised of, because I had done so much with you guys already that Logerson and Weathers just kind of said, you've got the first part down, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, they're very loose, I suppose, in the way they do the training, especially when it's someone who has to do all of it. But I'm happy enough to walk it through with you, or if you have time today. So I'll be walking through it just now. It takes about 20 minutes, whatever you're up to.
Yeah, a little bit later today, just because I have an accreditation that I have to give at the warehouse.
Oh, absolutely.
I
yeah.
told them I'd get there for, so
yeah. Of course, absolutely.
I was grabbing Butterball because
yeah,
kind of everywhere.
Absolutely. Well, if I don't see you before I go, I'll be around for about another probably hour and a half or so, if anyone's after me. So, yeah, it's good to chat to you, and we'll catch you later.
Good to see you as always, sir.
Yeah. Right, Butterball, off you pop. Oh yeah. Hightower, I'm not sure. Have you met her before?
believe so.
Yeah, it's kind of the gunsmith in the warehouse. So she's works over there primarily, but married to Lieutenant Hightower, who's the 2IC of the PLU, so second in command here. So when I'm not around, Lieutenant Hightower is a person to look for. But yeah, that's his wife. So
Okay.
just so you know I'm aware on that one. But yeah, if we're waiting for one more, so yeah, I don't really want to start it because it's quite simple to go through. Don't kind of start and then have to stop and then you have to listen to it all again on that. But
That's all good.
can't. He said he was literally just picking a book up, so he said it'd be 2 to 5 minutes. He says, and that's is that someone running? That may be him now. By the looks of it. There we are. Don't have to wait too long. Ah, there we are. Just talking about you. Ears burning.
Sorry, sir. She has apparently disappeared.
Oh God. Do we know where? Not been kidnapped, I hope. What trade is like.
I don't know. I asked trade. They didn't know. I even went so far as to get up to the barn, and nobody between here and the barn has seen her.
Seen who?
Beastmaster Stains.
Beastmaster Stains.
Oh, she's upstairs in trade, lying down.
Ah, well there you are. It's gone for a nap.
Okay.
Jiggle, jiggle. Marcella, Krieger, how you doing?
Went to sleep right after I came over here.
I don't think she's quite asleep. I think she's just resting.
Oh, okay.
Meditation. Well, that's fine. We'll do your accreditations, and then if you see her, then yeah, just get that book across here. That's fine. We can deal with that. No issues. So, right. So, say it's going to about 20 minutes. It's not over intensive. There's also a second stage to it, but we don't kind of go through that on the basic level. We just want to make sure you understand what to do with the information that comes through, where you can and can't go, etc. And yeah, just make sure you can support the privateers on a basic level, whether it's for documentation, general assistance, or if they bring in prisoners, which was a regular basis at the start of the deployment, although it has quietened down with them a little bit. So we'll start up here.
Okay.
If you have any questions, feel free to shout. Well, not literally, of course, but speak up, and I'll answer those as we go through. So this is what used to be the auxiliary trade dock. It still is the auxiliary trade dock. So if you hear reference, this is it. But this is also the PLU dock, the PLU fortress, the PLU building. Anything PLU is in this corner, pretty much. So HMS Coalition there is a schooner that is purpose built for the PLU. It's probably one of the fastest schooners in the fleet. Has basic armaments on there, but it's has a brig in there also for transporting prisoners. So the prison uses it as well, or can use it to transport prisoners. So the privateers would dock here. I'll show you the offloading point for prisoners on the other side of the fort as you go through. But we'll take the prisoners into the holding cells inside, sort them out, and then if you have to transport them around to the main prison, we'll load them on the ship and sail them around, rather than trying to take them cross country the long way. It's a little bit more risky on the ship, of course, especially if there's any black sails out there. But it's probably the quickest way to do that. So, any questions on that?
No, I don't think so.
Perfect. No. That means I've explained it okay. It's only the second one I've done, so it's probably different from how the others do it, but it's the way I'll do it. So, so these two gentlemen, are a little bit annoying some of the time. I think they may be doing their full work, i.e. paying out the rewards at some point last week or last couple of weeks. They were giving out the missions, but they weren't paying out the rewards for that completion. So the privateers were having issues claiming their rewards. So Trade and ourselves got the component parts of the rewards, and we were issuing them out ourselves. So if you speak to a privateer and they're trying to hand it in and these gentlemen are refusing, we can sort that out either through the PLU or Trade. So just be aware of that. So just ask some of the senior staff over at Trade if there's no PLU staff around, and it's quite quick to sort that out. But it may be fixed. We've not had anyone request it for a long time, so they may be doing their full job now, which is fine. Any questions on that?
All right.
I guess. Yep.
The only question I'd be is, you said they pay out in component parts.
Yeah. So there's no money.
Is that like weapon components, ship components, stuff like that?
Yeah, they don't give any money. So it's like ship bottles, salt, stuff like that. Nothing kind of blueprint related, if that's what you're kind of relating to. It's just kind of salting stuff and yeah.
Blueprint related or just.
It may change in the future. I don't know, but no, it's kind of the champagne bottle for ships, salting stuff, repair kits, some ration packs as well. So nothing super good, but certainly stuff they can either sell or use themselves. These gates can only be opened by Navy, so I don't know if you saw that sign. It does say for the privateers to yell if they need assistance, so you can hear them from the inside if you are in the PLU building, so just yell back to say you're on the way if you are in there. Then let them in and shut the gate. It's obviously not going to stop anyone coming in, they can just climb over the top, but it'll still slow them down. So stable on the left hand side. We do have a couple of horses, so feel free to use it if you are needing to do any PLU stuff, but make sure you bring it back as soon as possible and pop it there. The barn, in case you didn't guess. So in here we have kind of all the things you would need, all the kind of tables and resources. This horse and cart is the privateer replenishment cart. So if any privateers come in and have had a battle and they're sinking and they need repair materials or such, then this cart can be used for them. So just come in here, grab the cart. They should be on the dock, auxiliary dock we've just been at, but they may be at Trade or they may be somewhere else. Just grab the horse and cart, take it to them, let them take off what they need to kind of do emergency repairs with a bit of extra resource there to get them home, and that's fine, but make a note.
Will they be able to access the horse, or will you need to?
Not the horse, they should be able to access the cart, but if not, then you can, so just offload the bits that they say they need. Generally it's just going to be planks and the basic repair materials. There's cannonballs in there, you know, armaments and cannons and such, but I'm sure you're kind of familiar enough with what each thing looks like, so if they can't access it for some reason, just feel free to offload it for them. Just put it on the ground and then they can pick it up from there. So say just leave a note in the PLU of who the company was, kind of how damaged they were, just some rough information, just so we know. And then if they have taken a lot and there's anyone around at the harbour house, feel free to take the cart down there and let them know that this is a PLU emergency replenishment and just get it restocked by someone who can restock it, and then ask them to bring it back if they can't do it straight away, or bring it back yourself if it has been restocked so it's ready just in case someone else comes in. But it was used yesterday for the first time, so we don't envisage it being used a lot, but it's just there, as I say, as an emergency, so hopefully they just take what they need rather than everything. So if they do take everything, let us know, because yeah, they shouldn't be taking everything. Any questions on that?
I do happen to notice
I have
that
harbor.
I don't know if you need it or not, but you have no mortar and pestle.
Oh. Don't do we actually? Maybe I have to pick one of those up. I'll make a note. Handy to have. There must be a voyage bell. Is it? Are you two on a voyage? You're not due out, are you, Felton, for a couple of hours anyway, so you won't be on that. But
I don't think
I'm
so.
on DG hours. I'm just happen to be awake at this time right now.
okay, so
It's
so
not 1900, is it?
No,
19, 7, 8.
it's 1800, isn't it?
What, now?
Yeah, it's 1800 right now.
19,
Okay, yeah.
7, 8,
It's
9,
supposed to be
10,
1900.
12. They've got an hour. Whose ship is he going on?
Packhouse is going out with Ensign Reckerson.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's 1 hour, isn't it? So it's God, math, time conversions. Brain's not working today. Oh, the Admiral's awake, is he? He's stealing crew. Okay. I think I've spoken to him once this deployment for about 2 seconds passing on a horse. But anyway, we'll get this done. What time is it in EST? My God.
If
17.
you're helping privateers and the bells ring, do you stay helping them?
Yes, unless it's war bells.
Oh God, headache.
Yeah, it's kind of weird walking through that door for some reason. There's some kind of magical thing going on. 1600 EST at the minute. EST, everyone works in, but also you work in BST. So this is a main compound, standard fortress design layout, bells. So if you come under attack or direct attack from a black sails, ring the war bell from here and fire a red flare. Obviously that red flare helps to, or should help to distinguish where that bell is coming from. Because I can guarantee you they'll all run towards the parade's fortress and not this one. So yeah, you might be on your own for a little while. So make sure that red flare goes up. Tell you what, we'll double time, get around this bit a bit quicker. So have the standard mortars and field cannon available up here for defense. Did check them yesterday. There is mortars and ammunition. So also it goes all the way around. So again, if you are under direct attack, feel free to do that. The only time I think that really happens is they're trying to get their get the prisoners. You know, if we take a ship prisoner or some crew prisoner, they may want to try something. But as you can see, there is a good field of view around here, so you get a good line of sight across. See that cliff up there is quite high, so I don't think you'll have much issues up there. Yeah, it's 18.
If you
1800.
do fire a flare, do you usually try to fire it up over trade, just in
Um,
case the pillars seem to block the vision of it?
Trade should see it. I would just try and do it straight up, maybe kind of 5-degree angle towards trade, but trade will see it from here, it's going straight up. If it goes straight up, someone may see it through kind of one of the crevices in the rock formation up there, but yeah, it is very high up there. But hopefully trade sees it, and then they'll follow on with the red flare as required. But word will get around pretty quick anyway, so it should be fine. The 2 buildings that are in here are just kind of living accommodations. The first one over here is myself and Lieutenant Hightower. They stay in there, and there is a room in here for the clerk and master's mate and master of the PLU, but there's also a unused one as well. So if you are down here and you need to crash your head emergency, or you just can't get back to your house, feel free to kind of use this one. That's fine as well. So there's obviously no lock on there with a key. But it's only open to Navy on that one, so should be safe enough. This door here, this is the pick-up drop-off point for any prisoners. So if you have a privateer come in saying got prisoners, this is where you direct them to. It is quite deep, so they can't anchor generally. I'm not sure if they can get a galleon anchored here, but we've never tried it. So just offload the prisoner. It's also a short way in up to there. And yeah, just make sure the doors are shut. Privateers are obviously allowed in here. Anyone other than a privateer or Navy shouldn't be in here, so make sure you stop them and ask who they are. Because if all the gates are shut, the only way they can get in is obviously by climbing over, which is suspicious. So obviously just treat that with caution. There's a water barrel here for privateers get thirsty. So just direct down out to that water barrel there. They do sometimes come in thirsty and hungry.
Anyone here?
Oh, here we are. Yep, who is it?
Commander Flight.
Sorry. Right. You okay for... Well, you can come with me if you wish. Ah. How we doing? You well?
Pretty good. Come in. I got some information for you guys.
Oh, okay. Yep. Come in. Right. Sorry, we're just giving a tour for accreditation training for these 2 individuals. Is it? Yeah, you got a book, have you, or?
It's not a book. It's more verbal because this is a report from some civilians that I just got like an hour.
Ah, okay. Well, this is good training for these 2 then. Obviously, we're making sure we can train up individuals to understand how to deal with this situation. So, do you want to come into the PLU and have the conversation there? We'll double time it. So loud. It's so loud. Why does this sea sound louder today? Right, give me one moment. All right. Right. So sorry about that. So you say you've got information from a civilian you're passing on?
It's kind of disturbing information, in my point. But it was in. It was D4, the southwest island they live on. And they told me that they've been getting pirated so much that they're starting to starve because the pirates are taking all their food.
Oh, what's the company name?
The company's name was Ink and Icker, I believe it was.
Ink and Anchor.
Icker.
Sorry, just spell that last word.
I have it written down in my book.
I believe it's ICHOR.
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 Okay, I've never heard. What does that mean? Am I being dumb? Does that mean something?
It's
I think
like
Icker is a form of ink.
It's something from like insects.
Oh.
Oh, is it?
It's like a goo they excrete.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I've never heard that word before. There you are. Every day's a school day. Okay, so that's the company name, Ink and Icor. What's so? Yeah, we got what else information you got on that one? Do we know who the pirates?
So all I know is that they said they've been harassed daily, several times a day at that, and they've been getting pirated for their food, and they're running out. They said they're practically starving at this point.
So are they pirates? Are they coming on land to take their food, or is it they stopping them on the seas?
That they did not so much say, but I'm gonna assume it's out at sea.
Okay. And can you
It
say
might
it's...
not be. It's
No, go on.
It's the group that they have a contract with the Navy to do a painting night on Thursdays, which the Navy has not been coming to apparently.
Painting night on Thursday.
Apparently they have some deal with some. I don't know if it's a captain or a higher up in the Navy that the Navy to come down every Thursday to do painting night, and it's a private event for Navy only.
Huh. Are you two aware of that?
I've heard of it.
I
but
may be aware of the
I don't
port,
remember
but I
who's
am
captain.
not aware of a painting night.
I did hear of the painting night, but I don't remember whose house it was that was going to do it.
Okay, that's fine. It's not a big issue. Just curious. Who that may be.
Alright. But from my information from this group, they are very loyal to the Navy, and they want to do trade with only privateers when it comes to better blueprints and such. They do not want to do trade with pirates, so I would say kind of a high priority, I would say, to get some patrols out there.
Well, we are down there, but also we have all the privateers in the sector next door to it as well. So, it's the whole point of having privateers is we can't be everywhere at once. But certainly we can make an effort to get patrols down there. Do you know what times they're kind of awake?
For the group that got pirated?
Yes, yeah. Are they kind of later on the Eastern Stars or early morning?
Basically around this time and a couple hours before and a couple hours after.
Okay, so we'll say about 1700 to 2000 EST then, ish. It's probably a safe bet, I suppose, on that one.
I know you guys can organize the privateers to go places too, I believe.
No, absolutely. We can get this information to operations, and so we do have ships going that area on a regular basis, so we can make sure there's a kind of a an effort to make a land stop at their location. So you said it was Southwest Island. Is their company a large company? Is there kind of dock obvious?
They have
or?
a pretty big port. Yeah, it's pretty big there. I think they're on the western side of it, and I think they're the only ones that live on that island.
Sorry. So you said it was Lutari, correct? Was it the island name?
Nope.
Southwest. What?
Yeah, that.
Okay. And when did you speak to them? Was that today you spoke to them?
That was probably maybe an hour ago.
Okay. And was that just... Do you know them, or did they stop you on the seas, or how?
Yes, I go down there for a majority of my trade.
Ah, okay.
Get my supplies.
Right, okay. And you say it's been like that for like last week or so?
Yeah, somebody was complaining to it about me.
And you don't know what the company, the pirates, pirate
company
names
that's
are?
doing it? No.
No. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Any other points on that?
Other than that, no. I'm assuming you guys are the trade is doing trade with the new specialty item for the upgrade stuff, correct? Is that what their ingredient was called?
I don't know, to be honest. I should be doing some trade training. I'm trying, but I'm not in that loop to know what's going on, especially if anything's changed recently. So I wouldn't be able to comment on that side, unfortunately.
They seem like good people that just need some help. So
no, absolutely. We can certainly get that information through to operations, and they can tie that into their patrols and say make a land stop to check that they're all okay, and just show some presence down there a bit more. But as you know, there is privateers around there and such, so that's fine. They should be able to between the two.
From my experience, it is kind of rare to find a company that's only willing to trade to privateers and other civilians. So.
Yeah, no, it is rare. Wouldn't say it's common, of course, but yeah, regardless of what they do, if they're a civilian and kind of being harassed by black cells, and certainly something the Navy needs to look into and try and de-escalate for them. So yeah, we can certainly put that information through.
Actually, I have some more information. Might be getting my information a little mixed up. Is there a privateer company in D3, or is that a pirate company up there that you know?
We have multiple companies in D3. Yeah, it's kind of called a red square.
Multiple privateers up there?
Yeah.
Okay, then you were talking about the privateers. I thought that was the area they said the pirates were, but it must have been the privateers.
There's also lots of pirates up that area as well, so... Yeah, it's a constant battleground up there, or down there, I should say. So, but yeah, we have privateers in that area. Majority of them, surprisingly.
I live in Echo 3, so I'm well aware of the pirate situation.
Yeah, yeah, it's that kind of quadrant of the Atlas is often busy in one regard or the other. So,
I know of at least 4 pirate companies within my grid, so 3.
Yeah, they're certainly out there causing problems, so it's very hard to keep on top of it. But the privateers are doing a good job, so for the excuse me, for the most part, although it has kind of quietened down a little bit with prisoners coming in from them, but I think the pirates are kind of regrouping, as it were, so kind of see what happens as it goes on. But yeah, all we can do is just use information supplied to us and try and act on it best we can.
There's another piece of information that I remember them saying. So this is more of a rumor as of right now, but apparently there's a coalition of pirates trying to take down Frostthorn, I think it was.
Coalition of pirates. Okay. Do you got any?
This is something that civilian company said. So as of right now, it's a rumor, to my opinion, because I have not gotten any solid evidence.
Okay. Yeah, because Frostthorn's a civilian trading company, isn't it?
I've heard of Frostthorn. I don't know what they do.
Okay. That's all the information you have on that. Just as you say, just a rumor. It's worth.
All right. But it's something to keep an eye out for, at least.
Yeah, make a note of it, just in case there's any further information comes to light on that one. Okay.
I'll also be asking around about it as well.
Yeah. See how that one goes. Okay. So there's not a huge amount of information there, but just certainly at least we've got locations where to go to directly and such. So we'll get that say information up to High Command and get operations to tie that into their orders. They can kind of do an emergency rerouting for the captain's patrols last minute as well. So if they deem it kind of urgent enough, then they can do that. Otherwise, they'll probably just tie that into just the standard daily patrols going forward. But we'll leave that up to them. We'll just give them the information, and certainly if you let us know if it's not happening, but it should be. But maybe just be a case that they don't see our ships going through just to time and such. But so we work on the basis that they're around about this time each day. We'll probably tie that into patrols of the captains at this time to go down there. So that's fine.
No.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Nope. I believe that is everything for the moment.
Okay.
Again, I'll try to come back in the next couple of days to find any more information about if that coalition is true or not.
Yeah. That's that'd be most helpful if you do have anything on that. That's good information. Right. Perfect. Yeah. You okay for food? You got enough food and stuff for your way home? That's perfect. Say if not, you say grab someone before you leave. Right. Okay. If there's nothing else, I'll have to write that up for you. Usually we do request privateers have it written out for us, but there's not too much there. I'll get that done for you as it was short notice.
Yeah, I'm somewhat friends with one of the pirate crews that are in my grid. I'm going to go talk to them, see if I can get any more information on that coalition.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be useful to know that one. So just drop that back when you can.
No, maybe they're part of it.
Maybe. Will they admit it though? That's the question.
No.
Where,
I mean, I still claim that I'm a retired pirate, so I have more access to information than most.
are you heading back home just now? Or are you just starting your day?
I'm gonna be heading back home. I'm gonna stop at that one point and see if I can get any more information. I'll probably deliver that tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Well, safe seas. Hope you get back in without any disturbances, and yeah, just keep us up to date with anything you find. It's most helpful, and we'll get this information up to HQ as soon as possible. Take from there. So yeah, if you want to let that company know, it's been pushed along the chain, and keep an eye out over the next kind of 24, 48 hours for anything. But if it kind of increases in hostility, or if it turns out they are kind of encroaching on land as well, then certainly get back to us with that information.
No.
Okay.
If they come out, tell me that they've been actually coming on their land and pirating them, I'll probably come back as soon as possible. Let you know then.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important. If they're getting that brazen, then it's something we need to find out exactly who it is as well. So if you can get kind of a ship name, even if you don't know the company name, if you know the ship name, or even the colours, then that's also helpful. I'm sure we've got that information.
I would have had more information. But the person who was telling me had to hurry up and run off somewhere to do something. So
Yeah. Just suggest to them as well, get them to write it down. At least they can just give you that information as well, so they don't forget anything. I'm sure they can stash it away somewhere secret if need be. Okay.
You gotta be careful because again, I'm still undercover. So.
Absolutely. Perfect. Right, I'll let you crack on. I'm sure you're busy. I'll get these notes wrote up and we'll get that pushed along, as I say. So appreciate that information.
All right.
Good to see you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. You guys be safe out there.
Yeah, and you.
Freaking country.
Getting
Freaking country.
Right, okay, let's go back in. See, closing doors, well done. So, yeah, that was one of our privateers. As with everything, OPSEC is extremely important here. This conversation never happened. In the case, so don't talk about it on ships, etc., or general conversation. Don't talk about who you've seen, where they're from, etc. It's very important. You never know who's listening, etc., etc. Okay, is that understood?
Aye.
Understood.
Okay, so I'll get that wrote up after we finish, so don't worry about that. We'll get this done and let you get on your way. So there's a drop box here, so if you want to drop anything in, hopefully self-explanatory. Writing table behind you, so if you need any kind of writing materials and such, you can kind of grab it from there. If there's no resources, you just have to go and harvest some. If you do take our ship, the one I showed you outside, there's a drop-off cabinet here. Same concept, just drop off your keys and valuables and documentation into here. Obviously, only Navy can get in here, so it'd be very safe and secure. You don't need a key to get through the door there, of course, on that. Upstairs is the Master Mate Weathers and Master Logerson's office. Obviously, the Master's Mate and the Master of the PLU. So they have a letterbox here. You can drop it there. That's fine. There's multiple letterboxes in here, as you'll find out. So luckily, it's only a small building, so it will get found. So again, this door is no key required for it. Just Navy code. This brings you to the purpose-built holding cells for those who have done their prison training. Same rules apply. You'll recognize documentation, fines and intakes. We've got documents and equipment room here. Take any weapons and such that they have on them and put them, the ammunition and weapons in here in their own kind of folders for them. Just keep them separate. They've got the quick guides here, which are from the prison as well. So if you need reminding, go there. I've got a paper tray if you want to leave anything in there for handover. Got a couple of boxes as well. One is prison uniforms for the prisoners, and the other one is for other bits and pieces required for the prisoner management side. So this room is obviously for Navy use only. Make sure that door is kept shut, and then standard cell. So as long as they're in the cell, they should be fine for quite a while without needing food. food and water. But if you do need food, we do have that in here. I'll show you that as well. This is really only for short-term holding, so 6 hours maybe at the most. If it's any longer than that, obviously with the prison, and the prison staff is more geared to be dealing with prisoners over at the main prison, so it'll be a case of transporting them from here, as already discussed, across to the main prison and holding them over there for whatever time is necessary to carry out the necessary interrogations and such on that. So any questions there?
I do have one question. If you're removing their weapons and their ammunitions from them, do you have a box for the staff to put their own weapons and ammunition in so it doesn't get mixed up?
That's a good point. No. It'd probably be that question. Obviously, there's only the.
Will not be getting their. They'll not be getting their weapons and ammunition back.
No, but it's obviously handy to know what they were carrying as well. So more than anything else, but yeah, don't give their weapons and such back as far as I'm aware. You got a purple waistcoat. That's prison staff, isn't it? So you'll. Or am I completely mistaken? Purple's prison, isn't it?
No, I'm Admiralty.
Oh, God's sake!
Pink is pink is prison.
And, yeah, one of those odd colours. There we are. God's sake. Yeah. So. Yeah, the weapons don't go back to them. That's why I put them in that cabinet. But it's handy to know what they do have. They can stay there. You don't have to transport them across, but just like the prison staff know that we have their weapons and stuff here. And anything else, but a lot of that should have been taken off them at the time of capturing on the ship. So yeah, that may have all got mixed up even before it gets to here anyway. But you can use that room. There is a cabinet in the barn, so in emergency, I think there's some boxes and stuff. If you need anything, just have a look in there, even if it's just to put stuff down temporarily. But if it's going to be that many prisoners, it's probably going to be a case of taking them straight to the main prison anyway. So, but you'd leave that down to whoever's in charge of that scenario if that happens. Don't worry about making those decisions. Just be aware that there is a prison there. Obviously, you can hold multiple in a cell. It's just managing it, and obviously it's quite secluded out here, so if there is any kind of risk of black cells trying to get them out, just get them in here, do the necessary, and then get them transported across to the war dock and get them into the main prison, because they won't be able to do anything there on that one. So yeah, any other questions on that?
Is there a So I thought there was also a prisoner spell to call the prison.
Yes, yeah, you can use that. Just make it clear that they're coming to the PLU. So if you're authorized to use that, then just make sure you make it clear that they're coming in here to make sure they're not woken up, and they will start running to the main prison on that one, and just give a kind of estimated time of arrival, or if they're here immediately, but you should get some heads up on that side. So that is correct.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's about it. All I had. Well, wait, there is one other thing. You said you do keep food over here just in case they do need something to eat. Those are all the mega meals, correct?
Yeah, on the table, you'll see over there. It's basically snacks, although we do have meals as well. But yeah, just feel free to take some food out of there and give it to them if they're kind of needing it. But obviously, once they are in the cell, generally they're kind of a lot calmer, not moving around as much. They don't burn through as much food, so they should be fine for the amount of time that we're in here without food. But yeah, it's a case that they're kind of coughing and spluttering when they come off the ship. Give them the food. Top them up, and yeah, that's fine. But this is the privateer room. Privateers are allowed in here. So if you have a privateer and they want to wait, just bring them into here. They don't have keys or anything, so if you shut the doors, they can't get out. But they may want to wait for PLU if it's urgent. So you either need to stay with them or ask them to leave, because yeah, if you end up just leaving them here on their own, you get caught up with something else, they can't get out. So it's going to cause a bit of a problem that way. So you just have to judge that as it happens. Upstairs is a gallery. You can see the the pictures, paintings of the ships that the privateers have sunk this deployment. Just a little bit of nostalgia up there for them. Got quite a few actually, so it's kind of going around two sides of the wall. This here is if they want to draw anything down. You know, if they kind of have any important layouts and such they want to kind of show, then just there's a paint over there, and give them a paintbrush and they can draw on there as well on that side. The bounty board for them, this is their bounty board, so if they ask for what bounties are available, you can show them into here and say these are your bounties. There's only one at the moment. The bounties on this board are for public knowledge, so it's fine if they take a copy, etc, etc, so don't worry about that too much. That's just updated as and when, so you can say just show them in through the door, let them have a look, and then escort them back out, and job done. On that one, any questions there?
I'm good.
Okay. Obviously that door there takes you into the prison, so just a quick entrance exit there on that side. Letterbox, if they want to put any letters into there, you can do. Can you get through that door?
No.
Always like to double check, just in case. So that door is behind a key. I'll just let you have a sneaky peek. You won't be able to get in and out of here. It's only for PLU staff, but this is where kind of information and stuff is kept. There's a printing facilities here, so if the secretaries or anything are down here and they kind of want to know if there's anything, obviously just be aware that secretaries do have keys to get in here. So there's printing facilities here, so not having to start running around for any reason on that side. Also a desk there for writing equipment and stamps and such, if they want that information. But other than that, you won't need to worry about that for your accreditation training level. I suppose you're working with Admiralty. There's nothing really extra you need to kind of know on that. You know, if they want you to know more, come back down and see us. We can kind of give you more in-depth training, so you know where to find things for them if they need it. So there is kind of more secret information kept here, and yeah, I'll leave that for you to ask that question as to how much they want you to get involved in that. But for yourself, Felton, just in regards to like taking the reports and stuff, we do request that they have it handwritten out for us already in books, or preferably in books. So I'll do it on this occasion for him. So don't be standoffish if you ask them to. If they come in a report and they don't have it, give them a book and say, "Can you write it down for us?" It's better to have it wrote by them. It's a lot easier and a lot quicker all around for them to do it that way. And then once you've got that, you can say just pop it into here.
Where do we find the books?
So the books, if you're not,
you can make them in the writing table.
Yeah. So you've got the writing desk at the front. So you've got one there, or just run to trade. I tend to carry one or two empty ones on me, just in case. I think it's probably a good idea for anyone to do that anyway, just to have a empty book or two on them. It just makes life a lot easier, just in case you need to write anything down. But yeah, there's a writing desk out there for you to use. Just give them the book, and yeah, just make sure you get the company name, the person who wrote it, the date is very, very important. The time would be a bonus, just so we can have a good estimate of when it was last, or when it was handed in, just in case it is urgent. But other than that, it just needs to be kind of bullet points, not pages and pages of spiel. We tend to request they don't do that, just put the main facts down, so it should be quite a short report. So generally they don't complain, but we have told them anyway, and generally they do. So oh, and the other thing on reports, if you are at trade and have a civilian come in, we don't deal with civilian reports. We only deal with reports from privateers directly. Or if a civilian does bring a report in and it references a privateer, we'll have a copy of that as well. But if it's just a civilian report about a civilian company or about a pirate company, we don't have that. That just goes straight to NID. So is that clear? There's a bit of an overlap, but basically the PLU only deals with privateer stuff. So I guess that's probably the easiest way to remember it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So just a couple of questions then. This first one I've not kind of explained, but I've done it on purpose because it's understanding of what your interpretation is of a privateer. So if I am asking you, what is a privateer to you? If both of you give me your answers, and I'll see what you say.
You want me to go first or Felton?
You go first, as you spoke first.
Okay. A privateer would be a not necessarily a civilian, but more like a mercenary company that does work with the Navy to apprehend and patrol waters against pirates and protect the civilians. They are paid by the Navy for what they do in relations to said pirates, as long as they do report back to the Navy on that.
Okay. How about you, Felton? What's your view on what is a privateer?
I would say that definitely covered most of it. I would say mercenaries that work with the Navy and are paid by the Navy.
Okay. Yeah.
They fly red sails generally.
Yep, absolutely. So the big point on that, and glad you said it, is a word with. Privateers work with the Navy, not for the Navy. There's sometimes a misunderstanding within the Navy that privateers are there to do as we command. There is no rule to say that privateers have to do what we say. There is an expectation and understanding that should be cooperation on both levels, on both sides, but under no circumstances should a privateer be expected to do as commanded. Now, if they don't, then this is where obviously we come in, especially if it causes a problem or endangers Navy personnel, etc. So if there's any kind of issues on either side with the privateers, either they have a complaint about the Navy or vice versa, then they should come through the PLU in the first instance, and then that will be dealt with on that side. So, but yeah, as you say, Fulton, all the privateers should be flying the red, and yeah, it's very simple. Ultimately, they can go black at a flip of a coin. There's nothing extra special about them, other than the fact that they have a similar mindset to the Navy, and that's what makes them go red. Obviously, they get the payment for the bounties,
Howdy. Hail the PLU.
information.
Here from Siren's Call has arrived.
Yep, here we are. Just about finished, so it's a good time. Give me 2 minutes, please.
No worries.
So, yeah, Saved by the Bell on that one. So, but yeah, I think that's the most important one. But yeah, any kind of general questions or anything that you've noticed on this deployment that you're not too sure about in regards to the privateers or the PLU?
Nothing for me other than what I haven't already asked.
Okay.
No questions for me.
Okay. If you, on the way out, if you can just grab a bit of paper, just put today's, you can do one each, just put today's date, time, your name, rank, department, and captain's house on that, and just pop it in the letterbox just there for me. That'd be appreciated. I'll get your name added to the list that you've completed accreditation, and we'll get that up to Commodore Kalani to get your record updated and signed off on that. But if you check the documentation on the archive in kind of a few days, it's not on there by the middle of the week, then feel free to question it. But we'll get that up there either today or tomorrow on that side. So,
all right.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, if you have any questions, obviously afterwards, feel free to come down and find us or give me a shout. We'll get those answered for you and yeah, take it from there. But yeah, that's your accreditation sorted out. Perfect. Right, better go speak to this privateer now.
Right, thank you.
Hopefully there's resources in there. I'll let you check. If not, either go to trade, grab a letter, or just harvest some in the local area. Okay, I can't close this blimmin' door. A moment.
I made you a blank letter, Oakland.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Yeah, one thing after the other. On my way. Seeing you using.
Hello there. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you? How's the seat? Comfortable?
Pretty well. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
How's things with you? God.
Pretty well. I think it'll be a little less choppy now that y'all moved your 48 will end, I guess, today. So.
Have they left yet?
I'm not sure. We came in a little bit earlier, about probably 3 or 4 hours ago, and they were still there. So, but overall, the sea's a little smoother there.
Oh, it's good to know. Was it a successful weekend, though? Was it just much the same, but with more people?
I think it was pretty good. I'm not sure if anything sank that I had heard of. On our side, I know we helped run a couple of ships out. I think our sister, we did a tandem with, I believe Scampa Bay is their name, and they lost a brigantine over in A3 that night. But
oh, did they?
Other than that, it's been pretty smooth.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I've not seen any reports over the last couple of days. Well, there's not been any kind of reports over the last couple of days, so I think we've been busy. Probably get a couple over the next couple of days of what's been happening over the weekend. But yeah, what's your visit?
Yeah, I actually came to drop off the past 4 days worth of reports. So.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we got one for each day. I wrote the last two, so I'm not sure about quality of the first two, but that should be good. As I said, we had a couple tandem patrols with Scampa Bay, who they're a little bit hurting for people as well, so we're doing pretty well mucking in. There was a couple of things that I forgot to write down, so I figured I'd pass them along.
Thank you. See you later.
All right, thank you.
One of them is kind of I guess maybe an honorable mention or something like that. Whenever Scamper Bay did lose their brigantine in A3. We made our way to Dappa Trading, I think is their name. They're in the Southwest Island there.
Okay.
They were very kind, offered to give us shelter until the storms allowed us to get back into our own grid. We're willing to sail out and
thank you, Felton.
Anybody of the Scamper Bay crew that were lost in the waters.
Thank you.
So very, very kind of them.
Yeah, we know them quite well, so they do have a good reputation. So it's good to know there's a white sail company out there that are willing to kind of put their hand into the fire, so to speak, because it's certainly something that can cause problems for them. So, okay, do you want to let me have a look at these? Not too long, are they? Let me have a look.
No.
You want to throw them on the floor? That's fine.
Yeah, sometimes the ink runs on the pages I found when we give them to folks. So. Yeah, the first one I think is a couple of days worth of reports, so it might be a little bit longer.
27, 26, 24.
Most of them are just narrative.
Gold digger's still around. What was that? 7 minutes later, the fog lifter who came across a second pirate brig, fighting a privateer and navy brigantine. After making a couple of passes, the navy vessel told us to leave the area. We informed them of this minutes prior engagement. We're then told to fuck them up. Passing shortly after, I heard a pirate yelling to the navy to get our sloop. Navy then asked if they had shot us. They responded negatively. I was like, which pirate vessel they were yelling at, as there was only one Bermuda sail pirate brigantines during the encounter. Given the easy potential for confusion based on heavy fog and separation, second incoming pirate vessel exit. So what? Yeah, the report with the I say confusion with the navy vessel. That scenario there. Was that just a case of too many ships in the waters and kind of just confusion of who was already engaged and such? Was it?
Yeah, that's my belief. We had engaged them, and then a fog rolled in. We didn't see any ships prior to that. That would have been, doing a patrol around the area. And then as soon as the fog cleared, we found them engaged with the Navy already. So, like I said, just kind of a misinterpretation or something, which they told us to continue on. But then they asked the pirates whether or not we had shot at them. And I had heard them say no, but that was not the case.
Okay. That's fine, but it sounds like it was kind of sorted out at the time. There's no kind of ongoing issues.
No, not to my knowledge. I just wanted to make sure that everything was recorded between us.
Well, I've not heard anything, so that's fine. We'll treat that as just as an obvious incident that's bound to happen. Certainly in those conditions, so that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so I'll have a proper look through these and we'll get some coin too for those, as per the usual. Won't be able to do it just now, unfortunately. So when are you due back again?
Yeah, of course. I'll probably stop back by Wednesday or Thursday, maybe.
Okay. So if you ask in trade, because we'll probably put a ticket up there for you, just ask them. We put a note up to trade when there's payment, just in case there's no one here. But if you come here as well, that's fine. You can ask and say the receipt may also be up at trade as well, whoever you speak to. So we'll consort the payment out that way as well. So, but we'll get you some coin for those on that one. Just while you're here as well, actually, do you venture down into D4? I'm assuming you've kind of passed through that.
We do. Yeah, I mean, we go to the Freeport there quite often. Normally our patrols kind of cover, we kind of tend to go down to D4 and then go up through the E's and then back down through from the D2 Freeport to us. We make kind of a big, just kind of circle there, unless we know something's particular going on in A3, which Dapper has told us they've been, they use the term harassed by pirates. Like they go to their port all the time, even though they have no black sails signs up and stuff like that. Apparently, some of their members have been kidnapped by, I think they said Von Arlington.
Yeah.
So we have been going there a little bit more often to kind of help assure them that they've got at least some privateers going in there. I'm sure y'all are too. So.
Yeah, you said Dapper helped Scamper Bay. Is that correct?
Yes. So we did go through the A3 on I believe it was Friday night. We were in tandem with Scamper Bay. They lost a brigantine there to 2 ships. I don't remember the names offhand. They'll be in the Nova's report that was in that stack.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they lost the brigantine. We stopped for as long as we could. We were supporting in kind of a schooner and picked up 4 or 5 of them. And then we were heading back, saw that our grid was surrounded by storms. So we went to Dapper, which was kind of a closer island to there, asked them if they'd seen anybody. They said, no, that's terrible. We'll try and send out a ship to see if we can pick up some more of your people or let them know where to go as they come in. We'll hide you guys as long as we need to. That's when we kind of were exchanging information about them being harassed. They did say that I want to say they said it was a galleon had pulled up to their port a few hours earlier than us arriving there, a pirate galleon. And they said that they were going to hold a pirate party in A3 this entire weekend. I passed that along to some Navy folk that were at the 48, so I'm not sure if it made its way back here or not.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, we'll see what comes back from the last couple of days. I'm sure there's a lot of information flowing around. But yeah, kind of usually a little pause with information on these weekends, and then it all comes flooding in over the next couple of days. So we'll see how it goes with that. But going back to the D4, we've had reports of a civilian company pretty much, well, it might be over dramatic, but getting put on their knees to various encounters with pirates over the last week or so. These pirates seem to be targeting their food supply, and they are running out of food from reports I've just come back from a credible source. I'm just wondering if you're in that area where you can fly by and introduce yourself. Obviously, I'm going to send that information to operations here and request that they send a Navy patrol, but as that's kind of in your area, so you're the first one in, maybe you can pop on your next patrol whenever that is, pop into D4 and go to the Southwest Island there. There's a company called Ink and Icor. I'm not sure if you're aware of them.
Oh, yes, actually, we had a couple of people living on our island before they formed, and they went to join them. So we've seen them a couple of times since then. They come back to harvest, I think, oak on our island and talk to
Okay.
them. And yeah, they had mentioned issues with pirates. They were talking about hiring us out for some kind of trade fair or something they might be doing soon.
Well,
I haven't heard
apparently,
anything other than that. But
yeah. But apparently it's
you
a
have to kind
regular.
of lean on that actually.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, we had taken, so we just have kind of a sloop set aside for when we only have 3 or 4 people on, but need to check out something going on in the grid. And that happened. I think it was maybe Wednesday night. And we basically we had gotten rammed into and boarded by a ship. And as they jumped on, they basically decided they were going to take all the food on board from a couple of the people they had cut down. And that was, they acted like it was a gold mine to have just a little bit of cooked meals. So that may not be too far-fetched that they're hurting for food.
Interesting. Yeah, so do you think that's something you can have a look into it for us? So we'll obviously do it from our side as well.
The blacksmith down there. Yeah.
So if we can get any more information, any potential pirate names, whether it's the same ones, whether it's certain times that they're doing it, whether it's kind of sea or whether they come on land and speak to them, all that kind of information is very useful. So you can either just send like a sloop down there, maybe. I believe they're kind of active around this time. We kind of made a ballpark. Should be around between kind of 5 and 8 p.m. EST.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless you know of anything outside of that time-wise, but yeah, I was told they kind of around now, kind of 3-4 hours prior from now, going backwards. So yeah, if you can do that, that'd be useful, and just let us know how you get on.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll start making a couple trips down there a week.
Yeah, and, so hopefully we'll do the same, and say if you speak to any other privateers on your travels, just get them to do the same. Maybe a case you just need to start having a bit more presence in the D4 that area. Just
yeah, well, that's our neighbor, so it shouldn't be too difficult. We can speak to Scampa Bay. They're very receptive. They're like a joint corporation or something. They have one island in our grid, Iron something, and then Red Dawn, I think, in C2. They're kind of joined together somehow.
Iron Crow. Yeah.
They're not very friendly. They don't talk to us very much. So I can sure shoot over there.
Iron Crow or Scampa Bay?
Iron Crow, yeah.
It's interesting. To be honest, I've not really spoken too much, but not had any reports of any kind of negativity towards them, so it may just be the way they are, maybe. I'm not too sure. Maybe need to
keep it to themselves, maybe.
Be a bit more forceful on your conversations with them, maybe, and kind of drag the conversation out of them, see if they are kind of that way inclined, but no, so they should be fine. We'll work with them quite a lot, and not had any bad reports from anyone from them, so I don't think there should be any problems there. But say all companies are different, I suppose, especially Red Cells.
Certainly, yeah.
There's a broad spectrum of people through those. So, but obviously, let us know if you feel there's any kind of concerns there. We don't have to act on it, but it's handy to know if there is any kind of concerns, so we can just keep an eye on it.
I don't think so. I think there was just mentioned that they're a bit high-handed sort of thing, but other than that, I mean, I haven't noticed anything negative. We've ran into each other a couple times. They seemed very entertained and excited about our sloop patrolling out here and there. But yeah, other than that, I think any kind of serious conversations about joint efforts were a bit brushed off. And like I said, I had heard that they came off high-handed. I wasn't there for a meeting myself, but
yeah,
not like they're out, trying to shoot us or anything like that, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, well, that sounds fine. Right, okay. Anything else, or?
No, I think that's everything.
Okay. You on a patrol tonight, or is that you kind of finished for today?
I think we're gonna try and do one. It may just be on a schooner, unfortunately, depending on how many people we can get awake.
Well, that's fine. It's just get out on the ocean for an hour. If it's a few people sat around.
Yeah.
So you could fly down to D4 if you wanted to. So you don't have to take a brig down there if you wanted something to do.
Yeah,
So-
our official patrols are a little bit later than their times. We had, like I said, they were going to hire us for some sort of event they were putting on, and unfortunately, the majority of our crew couldn't be awake at that time. But we can definitely. There's several of us that are on during the day that we can just pop down and see how things are going.
Yeah. Even if don't know if they have a mailbox, you can just drop a letter in for them. Just say that you pop down to say hello and see if they get back to you as well. I think just giving them some confidence. There is red sails looking out down there for them. So we'll do our bit as well. But yeah, let us know on that one. That'd be good. And say the bounties, you've looked at that. It's been there for about 4 days. 4 days. The bounties.
Looks like there may be a new one.
When did you look at it last?
There was only, I think, the 2 on the left, an instruction sheet and 1 bounty.
Oh right, the one on the right. I think, if I remember correctly, that's a War Games one.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's just the left side is for the bounties, and then kind of just put that up there for War Games if you're around for War Games on a Wednesday. You can either just turn up on a Wednesday, or if you want to kind of designate a time you want to come, just give us a time. So you want to drop something on.
Okay, so like we would war games with one of your line
Yes.
ships?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Interesting.
Could be a 1v2 or 2v1. You could use you as a pirate ship, so you get used to two ships on one, or join against one of ours, etc., or just 1v1s or whatever. But yeah, having privateers gets a little bit samey for the captains, because everyone knows how everyone's fights. There's no kind of variance in there to. Obviously, our privateers have different tactics and experience and ways to do things, so it usually puts the cats amongst the pigeons with some of our captains that, hang on a minute, maybe not.
That's good. Makes good sense.
So you can just do the one game, for example, or you can stay around for a couple. Obviously, we can compensate you with repair materials and such as well. So.
Sure. They'll go a little bit later into the evening, around now, a couple hours from now, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. They kind of start. What time do they start? They usually start around 3 p.m. EST, but then obviously most people don't start waking up until around kind of 6 p.m. EST, and then goes for a few hours after that. So, but no, as I say, if you want to give us a time. On say on Monday or Tuesday, just say Tuesday. If you want to just pop a letter down saying we'll be available at this time, we can just make sure that there's a captain available on that Wednesday evening to facilitate that time for an hour.
Certainly, yeah.
Do it that way. So, but yeah, there's no new bounties. I'm going to check on that because I'm sure there'll be some coming through. So, if you've got that one, that's great. No, the Arlingtons have lost a couple of ships, I think. Certainly one. So, yeah, if you can get hold of Theo himself, then go for it.
Yeah, we'll
sure
absolutely try.
Get a few pennies for that.
I think other than that, we did put up, we set up your restock as kind of requested. We put that pin code in that we discussed last time.
Yeah.
There's also a little, I don't know if y'all plan or want to do a 48 at our place. I know you just did one in the grid, so I'm sure it'll be weeks away or whatever, but
yeah,
we do have a little barracks set up for y'all as well if y'all like to.
Okay. No, it's handy to know. It's quite difficult with all the, how busy that grid is though, isn't it? That's the thing, but no, it's handy to know on that one, so I've made a mental note of that, and certainly let operations know as well, so that's fine. There's one other thing I was about to say, gone out of my head. No, it's gone. Obviously, it wasn't that important. Yeah.
Happens to me all the time.
God damn it. You know, it's literally about to say it and it's like, oh, just vanishes out your head. It's like very annoying. If it's important, I'll write it down and put it in mail for you. But yeah, okay, excellent. I'll let you
Perfect. All right.
get on your way unless there's anything else. You're okay for food? Feel free to grab some if you need.
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Need a top up before you go.
Unlike pirates, we have food, so that's pretty good.
Well, yeah, it's a bit strange though, that one.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what that's all about. Yeah.
It's yeah, just hoping they're not taking all of their food and on land. You know, it's going to be a different conversation. I think if that's.
Yeah, I think the one they had gotten from us, I think she had about. She was actually working in the kitchen, so I think she had 40-something stacks of fish and chips in her pocket, and they lost their minds over it, like it was the greatest thing they'd ever seen. So.
Yeah, it'd be handy to get a name of the company, Pirates, but easier said than done. Even
yeah,
ship names or colours are useful.
Yeah, if it wasn't in her report, then I'll try and think back to that and see, question the others that were there and kind of get it not written down, and bring it back by if not.
Yeah. They say whatever you can get is great. It's not imperative you get absolutely everything off everyone. So yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's not something we're used to, but I'm definitely trying to get better at it.
Yeah, well, practice makes perfect and all that, doesn't it? So that's fine. But no, I appreciate your assistance, or whatever way it is. So yeah, we'll also get those reports put into the cabinet, and we'll get some coin set aside for you for those, because there's a few there. So keep it going on that side, and yeah, anything else, let us know. You know the score, and yeah, see what the following week brings.
Perfect. Thank you very much. You have a good one, sir.
Yep, Andrew, good to see you, and say hello to the crew for me.
Absolutely, will do. You have a good one, Commodore.
It's kind of strange RPing with Zeracon again, because I think it was season 4, maybe 3 and 4. It was Navy. Honestly, can't remember what rank he got up to now. I think it was captain. Question mark. But yeah, I've not RP'd with him since then, so it's always weird. I hate writing reports as well. It's like very annoying. Can I get So who we got? Right. Third rank. Olivia Felton. Pack House. God. Couldn't believe it. Purple is obviously freaking Admiralty. It's like, purple, you're prison. No, it's pink. Pink is prison. Dumbass. Do you know when you know stuff, but then you bloody just get it completely wrong? It's like, for God's sake, why do I exist on this planet if you can't even get that right? When you know it's wrong information. It's like, really? Look, dumb EY. Admiralty. Doink, doink. Boo, ba-boo, ba-boo, ba-boo. Go there, that can go in there. I'm going to pop those into here. Go into here as well. Accreditation process. Do 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 do. He's got where to hand it in. CD. What? It's not CMDE. What is CMD? CMDE is not even a thing. Commodore boots. CDRE. CDRE. That's like Commando. Commands. It's like for what, 2.5 seasons? People are still like, oh, getting it wrong. Sipping standards. Zericom, when were you in the Navy? I can't remember. Was it season... When did you leave? Was it 4? Three. I knew it was bloody ages ago. It's like... What rank were you? Was you captain? Or secretary, weren't you? Was it secretary? I can't remember last week. It's like, what the hell? Both, rank. Oops. Oops. Yeah, we had enough drama at the end of that. That was not wanting to come back in season 4. Ops section. That's, yeah. I was trying to remember. It's like I knew it was like freaking years. Years. Well, it is years ago. Secretaries were running at the asylum by that point. Everyone else went to play DayZ. Those were the days. Was that when we still had the HR department? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, it's always weird when you're kind of RPing back with people that you've kind of RP'd with quite a lot. You don't RP with them for years. It's like, I thought there was a patrol out. I didn't hear the bells. Did the Admiral take a ship? Give me that meta. Need that meta. Did Admiral take a ship? How you doing, Cajun? 27 gold. You're useless. Have you not got any better bait yet? 'Cause I'm sure there's a ship due out. Was it 1 o'clock? I think it's 1 a.m. UK time. I'm not going out on that. Go and see if Beastmaster Stains has that book. Whatever that book is. Whether she's still... Oh, I should have asked them... I should have asked that dodgy privateer that's just been in whether he can get hold of an owl. Needed a white owl for the PLU. This did not take a ship. Hello? There's no one home. Let's go to trade. Rain is so loud. Hang on. Because I turned this down earlier because it's so blimmin' loud. It's nice hearing the crickets and stuff, but if you turn it up too loud, the sea is like deafening.
Directionally.
The northern island.
Very well. It may not look like it, but I'm definitely writing.
Oh, I believe you. Navy people are very talented in that.
What you said recently, but is that today or yesterday? How recent are we?
Today.
30 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago, yeah.
Within the last.
That whole I don't want to join in on that just in case it's too redacted. That discussion or these comments, I made these comments a week or so ago about redacting conversations, and
10 silver per.
And I try not to redact too much unless it's like blatant kind of storyline obvious stuff. But last conversation, but one I had with said privateer is important. But it's kind of if I redact everything, I'm not going to have any stream. I'm not going to have any stream content at all, so I just hope that people don't kind of use that meta. Let's have a quick look over here, see what's going on. And then I've got that report to write up. That'll probably be it for the rest of the night. Not sure if the 48 is a 48 back. Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Is that Claire, is it? Yeah. Do, 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Do, 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 do. Sapphire Legion. You seem to have rung the bells on odd time, that's all. Wasn't on the hour. Must have been them that went out. The bells was last rung. Do, do. You know what? I think the Shires are the perfect speed because the other horses are so fast you start rubber banding because the server can't keep up with them. So no salute zone around here, but where is everyone? It's 49 on the island. I'm saying that there's like 10 high towers speaking to at the bottom of trade. Someone must be secret doorway or something. Showing someone under the stairs. Yeah, I think this is I think this island is probably the best one I've had. Honestly. Season 4 probably its second, but there's really big season 4. But it's hard to tell because I upgraded my graphics card end of last year before Christmas, processor and stuff, so all that extra computing power's probably helped quite a lot, so it's probably not all the island, but excuse me, last season was tough.
Block part was the black part, and then the curved triangle.
Still chattering away. Oh, Mr. Bennett's gone. Too close. Doopy doopy doo. Excuse me. Right. Right, give me 1 second. Right, can I get Steam Overlay to work? Did you see that note? Quick, clip it. Confidential. Steam notes. Now apparently this doesn't make you crash by alt-tabbing. And I was crashing multiple times yesterday when I was alt-tabbing. April 1725. Was that about 1900? Only problem is, for some reason, it does weird stuff with the formatting. Not sure if there's like some weird setting. Uh, oh God. WH weather is unknown. Such a lazy typer at this time of night. Is known as to whether it's pirating. It is unknown whether these piratings. That's not even a word. Piratings. Navy on green for a week or so, and seriously? Seriously, also mention that. Oh my god, caps lock. Also mention that. The company also good traders with the Navy. Oh, fish. On a side note, the company also has arranged painting nights. My god, seriously? Please type properly. Each Thursday. This has been arranged by a unknown Navy captain. Chat, what's wrong with me? Missing an A. You take an eye out. I am such a lazy typer. I hate typing. It makes it worse because I'm typing on chat on stream. No comments. Shush. Damn it, another bike. Get on it. Don't come back until you can catch another whale. Was that about it? I think that was about it. I don't think I need to write anything else. So there is a rumor that there is a pirate coalition forming, but it is as to whether there is any truth. And that's why it's a rumor, because there is no truth. It's unknown as to whether there's any truth. It was Luton, was it? Steve. Lutari. Dummy. Lutari. Did I miss anything out, chat? When I do these as well, I don't consciously miss stuff out, but I also don't stress over stuff if it is missed out. Because I think it just adds to the RP if there's kind of things not exactly right. I don't put wrong information in. That's just stupid. It's just corrupt. Put 2100. It's hard as well because when you copy into a book, I'm not sure if that's like a number of characters in a book you can get in. What is with your fishing luck today? I don't know. It wasn't that great the other day either. I think it was you got the whale, wasn't it? Was it a whale you got? I think you do exclamation mark leaderboard. I think it shows the top catches. I think yours is at the top. Because you overtook Chaddy Badger with his 1200 gold diamond that he caught on his very first catch. That's the biggest hacks. You used up all your luck. Well, a good fisherman never gives up. Just moves to a different spot. Actions to take see the Smythe. Spoke with today 27th April. Discuss need for maybe frontier patrols and well, he agreed to stop by and see how things are and to show more of a presence in that sector. Also requested that he speaks with the privateers to get them to do the same. Double T, one T, doesn't matter. Request ops. Task a patrol to stop by the island and check in on the company ASAP. Certain effort to identify part company in question. This is a glamorous side of of being in the Navy. Right, so this is about hate. Hopefully the book ain't gonna blow up on me. You 100. Is it privateer? Is it navy? Put as privateer. Balak. Just in case anyone comes in. Oh dear, Cajun. What is happening? What is happening? I think that's too much. Slade. Annotated by Smythe. Annotated. Is double N. Is it double N? Is it double N? Ding. Right, moment of truth. Don't know how far we can go down the page. Hate using books. It scares the living daylights out of me. Should get that onto one page. I'm scared. Will I get all that on one page? Help. Right. I think that worked. I think that worked. You know what? I'm just going to dump into here because it's nearly 1 o'clock. I do need to finish a decent time. Done the hard part, which is to be processed. It's fine. Ooh, you got a gummy shark? Wonder what flavour it was. 26 gold. Right, have I forgotten anything? Right, I'm just gonna go see if just gonna go see if Lieutenant Hightower will stop there. Just telling him. That's me done, just so he knows. Why has Shadow died? Question mark? Perma inbound. I hope he's still not there chatting, because he's probably been there for about 40 minutes chatting. He's gone. That is fine.
If you got it from a whale, I'm willing to play more. Like, it's one of those where I would be probably ironically, the person you want to speak to about that kind of pricing would be Secretary.
Mr. Webster.
Secretary who?
Secretary Sturman or Master Baloney.
Yes, but I know they're off island, so I was just wondering if you could get there on the list.
Hello, hello.
Commodore?
Hey, Commodore. Well, how are you?
Not too bad. Are you back from your 48, are you?
Yes, I felt like I aged around maybe 25 years.
Yeah, you look it. Do you get your accommodation sorted?
What accommodations?
Do you remember when we went down to look at it? You was wanting a
for the 48.
the,
Yes,
the
yes.
14th floor
There's
hut.
yes, I can confidently tell you there is a 13th floor hut currently on the island.
Oh God. Okay. Other than that,
I was gonna tear it down, however, they wanted it to be a monument, so that was just gonna be there, I guess.
oh God. Okay. Well, hopefully it doesn't blow over in the wind. Sorry, stand at ease, you two. Thank you. No, just to say, I'm heading off. Just in case anyone's after me. No Lieutenant Hightower's around as well, so I think he's still around. So if you need any PLU stuff, have a look out for him. But yeah, for me,
Okay.
that's me done for the day, and I'll be back tomorrow on that one. So unless anyone needs anything.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, I would also just say that I believe all the planning and all the pre-planning for the 48 that PLU conducted made the process very smooth and nice.
Yeah,
So,
I was going to say, were the privateers good? Looked after you, and you look after them. There's no problems.
Yes, they were. No, and in fact, they had some games they set up for us.
Yeah.
However, I don't know if you heard what happened yesterday.
No, not heard anything really.
We had a pirate ship in the waters at 12 p.m. by the Eastern Star Time.
Oh God.
Oh, actually, Mr. Green. Besides that, I don't want to hold up trade, so.
Yeah.
I do apologize. So if you could just get Baleen on there, I would appreciate it.
Yep, I will do that now.
Green, would I be able to
Thank you so much.
Oh, yes. Okay, give
So,
me a few seconds.
we had a pirate show up at 12 p.m. by the Eastern Star Times. We went on the sloop, or not the sloop. We stepped on the ship at 12 p.m. of the Eastern Star Times to go, counter the pirates. The next time I got off a ship was 8 p.m. by the Eastern Star Time.
Oh my God, that's horrendous.
And between the 12 to 8 p.m., we had a pirate fight at each hour of between that time.
Oh my word.
And when we got off at 8 p.m., it was only to restock at the Navy Island. And then we went back until 10:30 by the Eastern Star Time until we finally got back and rested.
Everyone was absolutely destroyed physically and mentally after that. My God.
Everyone was. You know, before we went to the 48 of sorts, Captain Duncan was very tired of not finding any fights. He's now ready to retire.
Be careful what you wish for. Well, at least you all came back in. We didn't lose any ships or anything. Our ships. I think, did Scamper Bay lose a ship, I think?
Oh, yes, we do. The privateers did lose 2 ships. However, we sank 2 ships and captured 1.
No, that's good. Well, that's good. Sounds like it went well, so that's the main thing. Previous deployments we've had issues with the privateers for whatever reason, or the navymen at the privateers, so glad it went fine on that side, and all our ships and personnel came back as well. So
I was hoping the next time you see them, you give them sort of a reward for the effort that they put.
Well,
they really did amazing and outstanding job at pretty much everything, from being there at each time to fulfill whatever our needs were, to manning ships in a very timely manner, to conducting themselves in a proper fashion. So, I don't know if that's something you do, but
well, that what I'll say is if Admiralty wish to pen a specific thank you and throw some a bonus down, then we can certainly make sure we get that to them. It's probably the best way.
Okay, I will get that down to either Lorgeson or you.
Yeah,
whoever, or Hightower.
Yeah, or Weathers. Yeah. Hopefully, be able to see one of them. Yep. Any of those. So if you have a letter, that's fine. We can put that coin to one side and make sure we get that. We can either make a specific visit down as well. If Admiralty wanted a trip down to say thank you as well, if you want to venture out down that way, or whatever. So, but yeah, just let us know.
I do plan on getting the entirety of High Command on one ship, one day.
Oh God!
And just getting them off the island.
Not
everyone.
Not
so
to,
there will
not
be
to day
no
3.
High Command on the island. To anywhere but B2.
Maybe take the Admiral's ship, on a galleon or something. I don't know. Imagine, well, saying that, I think
I'm gonna go commission the HMS Mbusi, so we'll probably take
well, I have to make sure there's enough seats.
Oh, there'll be plenty of seats, trust me. I have around 60 couches stored in the storage under the Admiralty building at the moment.
60 couches.
Yes, and they are all reserved for the Mbusi.
Oh my word. Okay. I think you better get the galleon made then. Get all of them on there. Get a galleon made. And get all 60 couches on there.
Fordham has been using galleon now every day, so they might want to consider one at this point.
No, interesting. Just a quick one actually. Obviously, without saying too much, obviously due to location, I do need if you see any of the NID secretaries, I know they're disposed of at the moment, which is fine. But if you see them over the next day or so, I do need to speak to them in regards to said person. Not sure what you're aware of with what's been happening over the last few weeks with the Fordhams and stuff, but it's not quite finished yet on our part, so I wanted to kind of draw a line under it, and I have a proposition that we need to discuss with them and a letter that I wish to send.
Yes, I'm just slightly aware.
Yeah, say.
I'll let them know.
Yeah, if you could say, that'd be appreciated. If one of them's around tomorrow, that'd be good. But if not, I may have to speak with someone else just so we can get the potential final stages moving and draw a line under it as far as our interactions with the Fordhams before it escalates too far. So I do believe this.
Yes. Do you have a report of that still? My reports all got sent up without me being able to.
Yeah, so there's not really. I can get a report to you tomorrow. Gather it together, but there's not a report as such. Basically, the start deployment, the PLU actually went down to visit them because they actually put a notice up on the notice board outside the old PLU at the time, offering their services as mercenaries to white cell companies. So we thought, that's maybe someone we can convert to the red. So we went down, the PLU went down, myself had a conversation with Fordham herself, and it went well for the most part. And, the weeks went on, I suppose, and they obviously started to have the scuffles with the Navy, but mostly with black sails. So there was a discussion in regards to try and have a meeting with them, but then they kind of went in heavy on a couple of our ships. But at no point have they been kind of aggressive to our Navy personnel. They've just kind of stood by what they said originally, is that they like their combat and they like to test themselves against good quality good quality adversaries. So obviously with the Navy being the Navy, obviously being the best of the best and such, it's a good opportunity for them to test that. So obviously our goal initially was to convert them to the red, and still think there's that opportunity. And I know the pirates are kind of increasing their abilities and kind of working together more. Maybe something we still want to try, but as I say, there's still work that we need to do on our side to close it off properly. And I have a letter I do wish to send that has been written, but I don't want to kind of have anyone look at that until NID secretaries or any other high command in their stead want to look at it before we action it further. But I feel that there's certainly a parlay that we need to have with them to know for a fact what we're actually against, whether we actually potentially still want their services, because obviously they are quite good at what they do, and there is a bounty out there for a certain other pirate company at the moment, and that may increase over time as well. So we've not had any new privateers since the initial batch of 5 which we have now, so we are quite light on privateers still, and any of those could turn at any point as well. So yeah, we don't want to shoot ourselves in the foot. So yeah, you'll involve Hive Command at some point, I suppose.
No, definitely, you're right.
But yeah, I just want to go through the secretaries first and then push it up the chain to have the relevant conversations, but I don't want it to be left for another 2-3 weeks, especially if we think there's a parlay meeting, which I think should be had, and they are willing to have in the last correspondence. Because you get your copies of that.
I mean, I can. Yes, I can confirm that they're not savages, per to say.
There's no bounty for what I've seen either.
Was
So
actually, might or might not have been. Yes, I might or might not have been in a prison within a galleon that was a pirate galleon belonging to the Fordham yesterday.
Okay, enough said. I'll just work on the basis as well. There's actually no bounty for them either at this point. So for me, it's still an opportunity for Pal.
Is it really not? That's actually very impressive.
No, we've only got the one.
Yeah, we sunk Theo, by the way.
Which ship was that?
Start with the S.
Oh, is that Shahamalama thing?
It was an armored. No, it was not the Shamalamalama.
I don't know which ship that is then. I've not seen any reports, so that probably went straight to ops anyway. Unless it was a privateer that sunk it.
It was a. It was a black and gold armored brig that we were fighting yesterday.
Oh. Yeah, they're still certainly at it. They're still being a bit of a pest, aren't they? Certainly. But yeah, as far as the other ones, there's nothing at the minute. We've not had anything. Our privateers haven't been tasked to do anything with them either. So, hence the other reason why I think there's still an opportunity there to see if there's any kind of working relationship for this or any other bounties in the future. So
fair enough. I'll the moment I see Cartwright or Leon, I'll let them know.
Yeah. So I'll be around tomorrow and then again on Wednesday. Yeah, it won't be around on Tuesday. It'll be around on Monday and then Wednesday. But yeah, if we can get something done before Thursday, that'd be perfect. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thursday. Okay.
Glad you enjoyed your weekend though.
No problem. It was definitely a memorable one. That's for certain.
Yeah, just.
If you ever have a chance to go on a 48, I would recommend it.
I'd like to, but it probably never happened. maybe pay a visit. But yeah, drop us a letter or a note and some money of how much you think they deserve, and we'll arrange that delivery.
Alright, thank you. I appreciate it.
Right, I think I saw Lieutenant Hightower.
We have 3 types to a total amount of 46,000. 46,000 total of 3 types. Landsmate.
Right.
Right. The other bit is a drop-off box. I'll show you what that is. Hello, Commodore.
Hello, and just say I'm off.
Hello,
So unless you need anything from me, I'll see you tomorrow. There is some reports from a couple of privateers I've spoken to this evening, and one handwritten from myself.
Very good.
In there, but have a look at those if you want. If not, kind of make sure I'll kind of go tomorrow at the latest, and I'll be back tomorrow anyway, as per usual. And
right.
Hopefully Lukeson and Weathers are back. Have you seen them? I think the ships are back now, aren't they, from the 48?
I saw Logerson earlier, so he's definitely back from the 48. I don't know if he's out on a ship at the moment or not, but I did see him earlier.
Ah, okay.
The ship itself is definitely back. It just depends on whether or not they're awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spoke to Webster.
It was quite rowdy.
Yeah. Spoke to Master Webster, said about 8 hours of being on ship. So with one thing and another, so quite a tough one. You're not doing accreditations, are you?
Yep, with these 3 here, well, 2.5. She's just getting a refresher.
I've done a couple over the last couple of days.
Yeah, I'm listening to how they're going to do it.
The names are on the board or on the notice thing. It's actually full, actually, so you need to make a new list. But when you do these 2 or 3, I suppose, 2, can you just make sure that those go to Commodore Kalani in the post or whatever?
Yep, I'll get the fresh batch up there.
So they're named and dated from ones I've done, so it's quite clear what they are, but that sheet is actually full anyway, so you'd have to start a new sheet for these 2 on that one. Other than that, okay, I'll let you crack on and get this finished, and don't need anything from me. I'll catch up with you tomorrow.
Right, see you tomorrow then.
Thank you very much.
Have a good evening, sir.
Good night, Commodore.
Speak to you soon. Yeah, so that 20 to 1 has now turned into 10 past 1. There's never a thing of a quick conversation or I'll just do this quickly. Stop. Look, I've got work. I'm not lucky enough of be able to not work and sleep in and play games. Have to do that horrible adulting thing. Oh my god. Really?
Hello.
Hello. Hey, help.
Hi. Yes, I'm looking for someone from the PLU because we're hosting a toy fair this weekend.
Oh, do you know Lieutenant Hightower?
No.
Right, one moment. Just wait there.
Yep.
Oh, what is it specifically you're wanting to know? I might be able to answer it for you.
We need help to hire some privateers for the event.
Ah, okay.
I think Secretary Sturman already talked to someone at the PLU.
Right.
Probably to tell someone at the PLU.
Okay, sorry, where are you from?
Oh, sorry, I'm Lucia. I'm from Dappers.
Lucia
82 Richshire.
from Dappers. You say it's a trade fair this weekend?
Yes, May the 2nd, Friday to Sunday.
Okay, and you're just wanting to arrange security for that?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Okay. So obviously you've not heard anything back. Right, just it's probably easy if you just wait here. I know he's around, but he's doing some training at the minute. But if you just want to kind of wait there, feel free to take a seat. I'll just see if he's
Yeah.
how long he'll be, and then we'll get him to sort you out. Okay. Can I complain again? Can I complain again? It's fine. It is fine. Ah, can you? I've got Lucia from Dappers. They've got a trade fair at the weekend. Need to arrange some security via privateers. So I'm not sure if you're aware of that. Can you manage that after you've done your training, or manage that as part of your training? I don't think there's anything secretive in there. Don't go spreading it around and such, but
all right.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I can talk to her.
Yeah, she's just sat at the gate there, so I'd appreciate that if you could.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you all. Who's on there? Oh, Rosalie. Ah, hello. You beat them all down. Right. Okay. Lieutenant Hightower. As I say, you've got your training, so I don't know if you can just assist this lady with just taking whatever notes are required for timings and payments and such that they're willing to pay, so we can get some privateers sorted for security. Then we can deal with that over the next couple of days for them. So.
Yep, they can wait for the rest of it and listen and learn how things actually do in practice.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as I said, it happened when I was doing the ones before. Sailors, whatever you hear discussed here stays here. Okay, so don't go discussing it with outside of this group. Op security is extremely important, especially when it comes to supporting civilians for the trade fairs and such. Okay, so more than welcome to listen in and observe what's being said. But other than that, don't discuss it with anyone else or between yourselves outside of this conversation. Okay? Thank you very much.
Aye, sir.
Indeed. Rest well.
Alright. I would do it, but that's going to be another 20 odd minutes. Plus the paperwork on top of that. So it'd be like, yeah. It's just with a 48. Obviously with Logan and Weathers not being around as well. But I hate kind of delegating stuff off like that, especially when they're busy doing other jobs. That's me. That's the way I work in real life. Always tend to do more than what I should be. Right, what am I doing? F. Just targets to store. Clive in. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad the 48 went okay, because we have had problems with 48s, mainly from the Navy side with them. Believe it or not, you wouldn't have thought that would be an issue, but it sounds like it all went well. So it's another gold star for the PLU. So don't sleep with all that on. Goes in your back of your neck. Go to sleep. There's a lot. There's a lot. I think there's another patrol about to go out as well. So thanks very much for hanging out, lurking. A little bit of paperwork in there. It's a little bit boring to watch, but grab your meta while you can. I'll be back tomorrow around about the same time, usually about 9:30 if I can, UK time. It's at 4:30, 4:30 p.m. EST, if my maths is correct. And yeah, hopefully I'm trying to push the storyline with the Fordhams. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, I need that to go through the correct chain. But due to RL issues, neither of them be able to log on, which is fine. So that's why I spoke to Dobby to try and see if there's maybe get one of the Admiralty involved with that if we can't get hold of one of the NID secretaries. But yeah, I think there's a good opportunity for a good story arc with that still, potentially. We'll see. I don't know. But that's as much as I'm going to divulge with that. But is there anyone worth streaming at the minute? Is anyone streaming at the minute? We can do a little raid across to. Anyone? Anyone got a name? Hate choosing people to raid. Ba, ba, ba. Wasn't Flemington took his patrol out, was it? Yeah, because I think he's not due until like now, isn't it? It's about an hour early. I can't find anyone. I can't decide. Anyone got any suggestions? Twitch have a raid function. It's not actually the easiest thing to use because you get a load of like random non-Atlas games thrown in the middle. So I'm just busy scrolling through at the minute. So I asked if there's anyone you know that's kind of streaming. It's hard to see in the titles. So I've gone through about 30 streamers, not seen Peter. Search. Oops. Twitch do try to make things easier, but Christ. I can't even see him. There he is, towards the bottom. Right, there we are. We'll drop you onto the ensign. And yeah, is that kicked in? Takes a second to kick in. There we are. Have a good one. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Toodaloo. Good night.